Okay, so I just finished praying, and I feel like that's just like the intro of every single video that I make on this place. But I just finished praying, and I remember that there was a time that the Lord gave me a word that I hadn't released yet. I haven't released it. I'm gonna release it right now, but it's just the title of it. I guess is just like the FBI agents are getting investigated. But when I was praying, the Lord brought up a lot of things, and a lot of things were brought up. But the thing that He's allowing me to bring out right now, and I pray that the Holy Spirit will just kind of speak and flow because there's so much that went on in that prayer session, is the abuse of children, which I didn't actually think we were going to talk about, but the abuse of children, the sodomization of children all around the world. And in this, he brought up the fact that Channing Tatum does this, and the underageism or the underageness of how of the underage thing that Leonardo DiCaprio does. And he was saying, look at the 90s stars that you guys loved so much. This is what they're doing in this old age that they're at right now. So it's not just him, but he's the one that he was bringing up the most. And in this, he also brought up the fact that he literally has girls, like little girls in his house. Like he has locked up little girls in his house. I'm trying to figure out a way to say it the way that he, but he basically just said that there's little girls literally locked up in his basement, and he does the things that he wants to do with those little girls, and this thing will be exposed in the time that the Lord wants it to be exposed. But it wasn't a surprise to me when the Lord brought up the fact that he likes little girls, because look at the age that he dates compared to the age that he's at. You cannot stay on that level, that there's always a lower that you get. And with Channing Tatum, I've had a dream about him before, but I never really understood it, so I kind of just kept it in the back of my mind. But today, as I was praying, the Lord brought up the fact that he loves to sodomize little boys, and this is what he does. But this wasn't even the essence of the video. Like, this is not the reason. This was not initially the reason why I came on here. I had another word to give it to you guys, but I did say Holy Spirit flow. So this is the discussion, or plus the revelation that he was giving me, the insight that he was giving me as I was praying, and more of that. But I honestly don't remember much of it because he spoke it out loud. I didn't even recall that I was speaking things. I just realized, oh, by the way, I've been speaking and it's not me speaking, and that's just how it was. But let me just give you guys the word that the Lord has given me so I can go with the initial thing that he had told me to come out with. So I got this word on the 27th of July 2024 at around 5:30ish a.m. And it says that the FBI is under investigation right now. I'm pretty sure we can all read, but I'm just gonna read it so I can help you guys understand what the Lord was also telling me, not just then, but also when I was praying, because more stuff came out and I was like, oh, okay. So the FBI is investigating the FBI, and in this also means the fact that there's hackers out there, because he very much emphasized on hackers, people that he has covered for himself, who are hackers, who will come out with so much information. The one that he's giving me an example of is when these people, we are Legion, whatever they came out and they exposed so much of that whole, the Pizzagate situation and stuff like that, back in like 2020 during lockdown, during like the, but that's also like, that was also the government exposing itself, because there was so much going on at that time. Hillary Clinton was literally in court and stuff. No one knew about this, but that's besides the point. Let's just continue in what the word was. So the FBI is investigating the FBI. You've got the FBI agents who are in the FBI places who are disloyal or could not care less about the fact that they're there. And there's also those hackers that the Lord has saved for himself that are gonna hack their way through every information that these people are hiding, and then bring it to us, exposing what these people are doing. Because you have to realize that though they are the FBI, though they are people that are supposed to be like protecting or whatever, they could care less about the citizens' protection. These people work for a higher power. They don't care. They literally could not care less. So, though they all work together, there's chaos and a split in languages in this organization, just like the Tower of Babel. The FBI in itself will be exposed for the crimes they cover up. They have left a digital footprint and a paper trail that, with the right tools, can be followed and will be followed. This is what he was saying, and I'm pretty sure this is, I pray that this is self-explanatory with what the Lord said, because he's just basically saying that they've left evidence. They, just like in the case of, thank you Holy Spirit, oh my days, just like in the Burning Sun scandal with the, you know, the K-pop idols from Big Bang, Seungri and like friends, just in the same way that they left a paper trail, in the same way that they left a digital footprint, these people have done as well, because foolishness runs in foolish people and it doesn't stop there. So they've left a trail of evidence. No matter how much evidence they think they've destroyed, the Lord always has a way to bring back evidence and then be exposed. So that is what will happen. And this brings me to the next thing that the Lord was saying. He was saying that Korea, the nation that loves to cover up, and it's not the only nation, but this is the only nation that the Lord brings up so much. The nation that loves to cover up their, what are they called? The nation that loves to cover up their criminals' faces. These people have criminals who are sex offenders. And after they come out of jail, they live in the same street of the child that they sexually abused. In the same street. They're around schools. These people are rapists. They're sleeping with children, sodomizing men and boys, little boys. They come out of jail. Their faces has not been seen on, because they have to hide their faces. They have, when did we start giving criminals rights to hide their identity? We need to go back to the way that the Lord was doing things in the Bible, because when the Lord comes back and does things the way he was doing them in the Old Testament, people will be shocked. People will be shocked. People will be absolutely shocked. So the same way that, you know, the Lord was exposing people back in the day, I'm pretty sure I think it's the story of Achan. He stole some stuff from a city that they conquered. I think it was Jericho. I think they conquered Jericho. I don't remember. I think it was Jericho. They conquered this place, and the Lord was like, you know what? Don't take anything from this place. Everything is mine. Don't take anything, because it was the first. I think it was the first place that they conquered. So God was like, first fruits, mine. Don't take anything. What did Achan do? Achan took things, and then Achan got exposed. And the way Achan got exposed, it was the entire nation congregated. And then God said, I'm going to tell you guys who it is, but we're going to do it so dramatically, and then we're going to expose them. And Achan got exposed, and his entire family they just died. I think they got swallowed up by the ground. I'm not actually sure, but they literally the entire family passed away in front of the entire nation. Entire nation got come gather up, Israel. Let me tell you guys who stole stuff from me. That's what God said. And they all died. This is my business only because the Lord has made it my business. People cover up, let's not say people, let's say the nation of Korea's government or the police system, they cover up criminals' faces. And the Lord was saying that these people's faces that have been so covered up for so long, these cases that are coming back up, we can see cases that are bubbling back up, we can see cases that are happening now, and people are getting exposed. But what God is saying is that people's faces, and that Burning Sun scandal has not been finished with, and the Johnny Kitagawa, what happened in the Johnny Kitagawa case, it is not finished. There's so much more to come out from that case. This is the second time the Lord has brought this up now. The third time, actually, the Lord has brought this up now. The Johnny Kitagawa case and the Burning Sun scandal, it is not finished. There's more evidence to be brought out, and there's more people that are going to come and speak out. And in this, there's going to be so many faces of criminals, not even just famous people, because there's so many of your famous K-pop idols that are doing the wrong things that they should not be doing. And they're just all going to get exposed. Their faces are going to be plastered on the walls of places in Korea, like the subway stations, the train stations, things like that. They're just going to be on there. And what I'm seeing is absolute chaos in the nation, because people are seeing this person that I used to work with, this person that I'm seeing here on the train, this person that I have met and I have actually been friends with is a sex offender. This is what they're doing in their free time. Those boys that sexually assaulted, that raped that girl, I think it's called the Miriam 44 case, I'm not sure. All of those men, all of them, not a single one will stay dead or alive without being exposed. And that's just for free, because I didn't even know that. I'm finding this out now with you. But that's all that I've been given by the Lord to come and speak.